Welcome back to Big Saj Build, but today we are going to be changing the location of the battery. So we've got all of this good stuff. Nice new battery, just a generic battery cage. Gonna send it to the boot. It's got a 5-meter kit with loads of connectors. We're not going to use the 200 amp fuse provided because we have this bad boy. This is a circuit breaker, 200 amp circuit breaker. So to reset it, you just go, when it pops, it's just going to go. So that's going to come back out in order to complete the circuit. Send it back up, baby. Just going to put positive and positive to the battery. I mean, nice. And it doubles up as an isolator. Just press that and the circuit's broken. Battery's isolated. Nice bit of kit. It's got some plastic sheathing. And we do have a hybrid racing earth kit. So obviously got one for the battery. Might use, might not use. 2 of these I'm going to put on the gearbox. 1 maybe here. 1 somewhere back there. And the 3rd one is going to go off the cylinder head. About there, I think. And earth it somewhere nice. Way about there. It's going to be marvelous. But first, just going to gut this interior, man. The seats, look at it, it's a freaking mess. That seat's gone. This seat's going to go. Rear seats are going to go. Should I strip it completely down? That's the question. Or should I just trim the carpet behind the seats? Might just trim the carpet for now. Just because I'm running short on time. And then we'll figure it out, you know. The seat's out. But the guy who owned this car before was a tramp. He only left me 5p. I was expecting to find millions of coins in here. 5 pence. I ain't doing nothing with that. Half of the rear seats are out. Still no coppers, no change, nothing found. Damn. This guy was either really poor or he just cleaned everything out. But, however, he did put ambient lighting in here. And he's got upgraded speakers. Also, the interior, free to anyone who comes collects it. So it'll be basically the driver's seat, passenger seat, rear seats, parcel shelf with speakers, and the rear plastics and seat belts. And eventually with the dash and all the front. Anybody want any of this? Gear stick? Maybe? Anyone? All for free. Just come take it. Send me a message. Now let's get the belts out and the back half of the rear seats and the trim. Seat belts too as well, why not? Sit the rear half of the car just completely stripped out. Apart from them speakers, because can't be bothered at the minute. So the next step is just going to put the battery cage in and find a nice earth spot and then feed positive cable through the firewall. Getting somewhere now. We have access to our fuel pump also. Going to be changing that very soon. It's not looking too bad, you know. We've saved approximately 35 grams in weight. We should be able to get into them 9s ASAP. You got a battery cage. Just drilled some big holes in them and just riven it to the boot. And this is going to sit like so. It's going to sit 4 bolts in. I also riv nutted up here as well. Because who can be asked for nuts and bolts, man? Then our battery is going to sit in there. Like the soap. Drop it all up. It's going to be wicked, baby. So this is where we've got to. Batteries in, cages in. I've earthed it to that spot down there. So now in the process. So installing this 200 amp circuit breaker. Now let's get it connected to the engine bay, baby. Battery relocation is complete. Charge harness wires. One going to the fuse box and the other connect to the red one that goes straight to the boot. Pretty nice, pretty tidy. So look at the back. This is how this sits. Gonna connect that to there. Beautiful. Circuit's currently open, so we don't really care too much about that. Look at that. It's looking rather fantastico. Hopefully that earthing point is good right there. Guys want me to change it? Any better earthing points, let me know. Go, baby. Yo. You here for a case swap?
Yep.
Why?
I just don't really like my current case.
You don't like your current case?
No.
We're not doing case swaps.
What?
We're doing case swaps.
Oh, case swap.
Yeah, Honda Case series.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll open up the boot if you want. I mean the sorry, brain freeze. Bonnet. Check the bonnet.
Yeah, looks fast, mate. Now you gotta get out and close it.
Close it, please.
No.
Whee!
Wow. Got a thingamajig. And a doohickey. Wowza. I'll be your 4.5 grand, please, mate.
Yeah.
PayPal. Done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the fueling side of things. We're going to remove that cover. Got loads of bits and pieces, lots of radium stuff, got lots of vibrant stuff, some bits from Turbo Zentrum. Going to upgrade our fuel pump, run our new feed and return lines, wiring our relay, and we're one step closer to getting this bloody project finished. April 26th is 20 days away, man. Let's get it. Still got my auto freaking gear sticking. Come on, baby. Smash this out the park today. Start off removing that cover, pulling out the fuel hanger, putting a nice new radium one in. Our cover's off. I've disconnected the pump. I'm going to leave the level sensor as is. It's going to disconnect all these bolts here. Get rid of this line. Get rid of this line. Feed and return. Put a nice new radium hanger in. Somehow figure out how to route all of the lines. I'm thinking just feed it up from underneath and just call it a day. Got a filter to go onto our feed. It's gonna freaking send it. Everything's all disconnected underneath, proving a little too difficult to remove the fuel lines. So I'm just gonna leave them there. They're out of the way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna run our return, get a fuel flex sensor, mount it up somewhere, do the feed, and just work our way from the engine back instead of going from the fuel tank forwards. Let's get it, baby. So we've made our first ever AN line. This is the AN6 return off the FPR. It's going down and it's gonna go to my flex fuel sensor. Decided to put it there because A, lack of fittings, and 2, why not, man? Just easy. I need to get this shit done. Now I'm in the process of making a bracket just to go around there. Gonna drill a couple of holes and let's send it, baby. And then from the back end of the fuel flex sensor, the return's just gonna send all the way back to my fuel hanger. It's gonna be spectacular. Hello, buddy. Oh yes, good boy. Decided to change my the route for my return, so it goes underneath my manifold. So obviously it's not 100% done yet, but you know, we will be routing it nicely to my flex fuel, which is just there. Again, not mounted, and then return goes all the way back to the tank. And speaking of the tank, I've done my fuel hanger, got my 450 pump Walbro, got my little pickup strainer, got my fittings on the top. So we got 8 feed, but push fittings on a banjo, but hey ho, these will do, man. So let's get this put in the tank and party. So the return has been brought in, so just need to cut it to length and send it on push fitting. We get like a little jubilee on there, because why not? And then we do our feed. So that's our AN8. We're gonna put inline filter in as well, send it straight to the rail. So with the rail, decided to put a 45 on there, mainly because that's what I had and it works out so good, honestly. So feed's gonna come down, probably just send it down here, maybe come down underneath here, up through the engine mount. So I've got some grommets on the way, gonna make it look fantastic. So I made some steady progress. Fuel line feed is done. It's going down and under. It's not mounted permanently yet, just as a gauge. Once the intercooler piping everything goes in, then I can 100% fix everything. Flex fuel's not mounted yet, but I got the bracket for it. Now just gonna cut out the hole in the firewall for shifter cables. Inside, the hanger's done, almost wired up. Relay's doing relay stuff. It's not finished yet, but let's get this shifter in. Huge shout out to Hybrid Hypersports for sorting out the K-Tune shifter. Version 3. Whatever it means, I don't know. But we're going to figure some stuff out. So we shifter cables. Shout out for Jamin finding these for me. Just in the process of changing the bearings out, because why not? Where are my hubs gone? Is that a traction bar? My hubs are missing because my drive shafts don't fit. Got some new pressing hubs on order, so we can get those bolted in some EK hubs. Should be fantastic. Our bonnet no longer catches on anything. Needs a bit of adjustment, but it's alright, I guess. Solid. Under the bonnet, we have some steady progress. I've just been wrenching away behind the cameras, getting everything done. Well, as much as I possibly can anyway. We got setbacks on setbacks, but we're getting there. As you can see, shifter cables are in. Got a hole cut out. I think our hole might need to go a little bit to the right. Show you why in a bit. Some oil lines running to our oil cooler. I know that should be literally in front of the intercooler, but got no space and I ain't bothered. It'll do. Radiator's semi-mounted. Gotta get some water hoses coming soon. Had to change the vacuum line for the FPR to move it under there. Still need to put our bracket in for our flex fuel and our boost solenoid. Should do that soon actually. Vacuum line for the boosters mounted in. Everything's looking fantastic, man. First start soon come maybe. Ooh. On the inside we have loads of rubbish, but check out that shifter. Beautiful K-tuned. Lovely. And we've only done 4 miles an hour. Just put my drag cartel lockout on and that should be finished. Then in here, roll cage needs to go into. My new DSS shafts did not fit the stock hubs, even though I thought they would. My bad. Jamming, you were right. So this is what to end up doing. Need some EK hubs. They had a 262mm brake disc diameter with some nice brand new hard race push-in hubs. These fit 36mm and 28 spline, and my DSS shafts fit right in. Absolute wicked. Massive love to Jesse for pressing them in rapid for me. Thank you very much for that, man. And now let's get cracking. Hopefully start filling the gearbox and the engine up with oil and all the fluids it needs. Let's get cracking. It's looking alright. My grounds are done. Everything's looking spectacular. Just waiting for my hoses. Should be watertight soon. My wings are on. Trust me, just pretend that's carbon fibre. The helly? Drive shafts are finally in, man. Ooh, what a fight that was. Had to drop the subframe a little bit because the inner CV was just catching on the subframe. So just drop that and it slid right in. Passenger side is difficult. Driver side, so easy. Just slide right in. Now just doing the calipers, the hubs. Just got some new discs and pads on the way. This should be Gucci. Look at these bad boys. Hubs in, extended wheel nuts, drive shafts in, everything in. Look at that. Now I'm just making a start on the radiator. We get the hoses all done. Well, when I say all done, I can only do that one and that one. Gotta wait for the other hose. And then it's gonna finish off on the inside. Should be Gucci. Might stick the boost solenoid here as well. Not entirely sure. Somewhere here. Sabir is here, he's not ready to work. Absolute cowboy. Top hose done, bottom hose done ish. Radiator mounted, solid. Clutch line done, hubs already done, shafts are done. As I was working, the FedEx delivery truck came and we got a beautiful package from Turbo Zentrum. Oh, and inside that bad boy is, we got this bad boy. Oh, 6466. Will, massive shout out, man. Thank you to Turbo Zentrum for sourcing this for me. Thank you for precision. Wicked, we're gonna go fast. Go on, Samuel, open it up, man. Yeah, go get the turbo. Go get the turbo. Go get the turbo. You're not ready to work, but you want to open boxes? But you can't even open the box. What the heck, bro? That's tiny. It does look tiny, isn't it? 64, 66. Jam. I'm pissed. Yours is massive. Mine's a little. My first turbo, bro. Bro. What do you think? Look good, dude. There, let's get it mounted. Here we go, we got it on, baby. Look at that. I just got to take that off, but forget about it. I don't care. I'm just gassed. Look how gorgeous she is. Honestly, looks smaller. Jamming, I hate ya. Who needs a big turbo chair? Me. I do. Marvelous. I am so happy at that. But look at that. Turbo's mounted. Got a couple issues with the collector, but don't care right now. Oh my God, we're almost ready. What we've got left, we just got the turbo oil feed, 2 water hoses down the back, and the turbo oil drain. I think that's it. Engine bay is complete. Ooh, I need to do something about this. Don't like the way that my throttle cable sits. If it goes in, it's basically just gonna sit like that. And I really don't like that. Any suggestions, please let me know. Might just buy a longer cable. I think we are done. So if you guys enjoyed that video, honestly, give it a massive freaking like. Drop a comment down below, because soon she's going to be ready, man, and I cannot wait.